The reason you're outraged because data don't count or that
Yeah.
data aren't there.
And I am.
And you are, and you said you were. Let me give you a different explanation of why you are. For me, this is all about capitalism, of which I'm a critic, so won't surprise you. But I'm particularly critical of capitalism because of the industry called advertising, which has been flourishing in capitalism in a way it never did in any other system ever before. What do I mean by advertising? An entire industry employing millions of people whose job I would describe as follows. You take a product that a client wishes to sell, a good or a service, and your job is to publicize everything positive about it that you can think of, and add a few imaginary positives that you can think of, and attach them to the object. And at the same time, go out of your way to hide and deny every negative about it. And this becomes the norm for discourse in a society. You are teaching every child who watches television, whether he or she could say it, be conscious of it, cognize it or not, is learning. I am being told only good things about orange soda pops. No one ever tells me anything. In school, they say you should approach things by looking at the pros and the cons, weighing the good parts and the bad parts. You're supposed to come to a balanced understanding. But the relentless power of advertising, which gets you much more than the classroom teacher or the nice minister or the loving parent, they're teaching you that's all bullshit. You know what it's really about? Hammering at you. The positive. There are no negatives. There are no negatives. Then all to my product are just these positives. Guess what our politicians do? They tell you only about their politics, and they hide their negatives. There are no negatives. My opponent invents the negatives. I'm just positive. It's so childish that people see through it, thinking they are not infected by it. But you are. Just like your 4-year-old watching television is being taught that discourse is what the ancient Greeks called rhetoric, speech designed to get an outcome, not speech designed to understand. In the ancient Greeks understood the difference. Americans don't get it. And Europeans don't get it either. Wherever advertising is powerful, you watch a literal atrophy. It becomes humorous when you go to a dating site. Young people who use, or any age, who use dating sites have to adjust because they know that the person whose picture they're picking has only put on there what will sell them as a dating partner.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to find out either over the coffee table or in bed or somewhere else all the things that weren't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be traumatic, and you kind of know it, but you don't know how to get out of it. It's the way the world is. No, it isn't. It's the way you have life if capitalism can generate the advertising that literally suffuses the environment with this way of discourse. Very, very dangerous. But don't worry, nobody discusses it.